Why are we so fascinated by movies and television? Maybe because fictional stories are more entertaining and brighter than our ordinary lives, when in fact, these plots are actually often inspired by real life. The story that we will tell you today is as beautiful as any movie, and how it all ended is unpredictable, so make yourself comfortable, pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's get started. It happened in a small American town. An active boy named Kevin Taylor liked to run and jump and especially loved playing volleyball. But at the age of 13, an incident occurred that forever changed his life. During a volleyball game, Kevin fell and broke his leg. Yes, this happens to many active kids and should be easily fixed by wearing a cast, but everything was not so simple for poor Kevin. The bone did not heal at all. After thorough examinations and tests, the boy was diagnosed with reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Doctors took a long time to decide what to do about Kevin's leg, and after careful deliberation, came to the conclusion that amputation was the best option. It is difficult to imagine what Kevin and his parents felt about this. After all, none of them could have expected that he would need to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. All his future plans in sports collapsed overnight. When one experiences a tragedy, their character is tested. After the initial shock and despair, the person will either give up completely or look for the strength to live on. Kevin turned out to be a very optimistic and cheerful boy, and despite his misfortune, he did not become depressed. He told himself that it could have been worse, but he is grateful to be alive, relatively healthy and strong, so there is no reason to be sad. He didn't lose faith in himself and continued to lead an active lifestyle. Years later, Kevin met a girl from Texas named Audrey Curran and fell in love. She was also attracted to him by his optimism, sense of humor, and incredible smile. Audrey and Kevin enjoyed each other's company and wanted to spend all of their time together. When Kevin proposed to Audrey with a beautiful ring, she agreed without hesitation. But during the wedding ceremony, something took place that amazed everyone present, including the bride. Just imagine a church full of guests, music playing softly as the father escorts a smiling Audrey to the altar where her beloved Kevin is waiting for her in a wheelchair. She slowly approaches, and as she prepares to stand next to his chair, Kevin unexpectedly stands up. Needless to say, everyone was shocked. Audrey was speechless as she stared at Kevin in a daze. What a surprise! But how? How could he stand? Audrey had never seen Kevin stand and didn't even realize how tall he was, how handsome he looked next to her. Everyone immediately began to cheer. Kevin's plan to surprise his beloved was a success, but the effect far exceeded his expectations. He certainly did not expect such a reaction from everyone present. It turned out that for several months before this moment, Kevin was determined to get on his feet and surprise his bride on their wedding day. He wanted everything to play out like a movie, Audrey's sincere surprise and the most tender smile on her face when she saw Kevin stand next to her for the first time. Kevin worked with a specialist who designed a prosthetic leg just for him. He needed to learn how to stand on it correctly, keep his balance, and eventually walk with it. All this time, in secret from Audrey and his family, Kevin diligently performed all the necessary exercises day after day. Since meeting the love of his life, he gained the incentive to get back on his feet and live a normal life. He wanted to carry his beloved in his arms, walk with her in the park, and travel without limits. So, friends, in our lives, there are opportunities for miracles to happen as long as we look for them and believe in them. With perseverance, even our most daring desires can come true. But we must remember that we are responsible for achieving our own goals, as no one else can do it for us. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to click on the like button and write what you think about it in the comments. If you've come across similar stories in your life when people achieved their goals against all odds, then share them with us. Subscribe to the channel and do not forget to click on the bell icon so as not to miss our new videos.